Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera. Good day. My name is Esfahanim Dolfatah and I'm from Politeknik Merlimau, Melaka. Today I would like to present a research paper by myself and by Puan Normala as a first author. The title of our research paper is Utilizations of Waste Cooking Oil by Producing Decorative Centrepiece for Restaurant Kristal, Politeknik Merlimau, Melaka. So, these presentations will discuss on, the first one is of course the introductions, the second one is problem statement, next is research objective, literature review, study designs, findings, and the last one will be the conclusions. Let us move to introductions. Cooking oil. I'm sure all of you are well known and familiar what is cooking oil. Cooking oil is plant, animal, or synthetic fat used in cooking or baking. So waste cooking oil consists of these oils and fats that have been used for cooking or frying in the food processing industry, restaurants, fast foods, and in households. Many people think nothing is wrong with pouring their leftover waste cooking oil into the sinks and washing it away with soapy cleaning water. Little they know, this can lead to drain clogging, water pollution, and environmental effects. So it is important to know how to manage the waste cooking oil in a proper way. As the waste cooking oil is non-hazardous to health and has a potential to reutilize, a research has been conducted to produce a decorative centerpiece made from waste cooking oil. This study was assigned to determine the acceptance level of respondents towards decorative centerpiece made from waste cooking oil. Okay, in this research, we have identified two problem statements. The first problem statement is improper treatment of waste cooking oil. Waste cooking oil which is expected to be treated and managed in a manner that could not be detrimental to the human health and environment is being disposed by consumer via sinks, waste bin, drainage system, toilets, or directly to the intermediate water bodies and lands. At commercial kitchen restaurant Kristal, some of the students will just pour the waste cooking oil directly into the sink as they don't know the specific way of waste cooking oil treatment. The second problem statement is waste cooking oil lead to drain blockage. The disposal of those waste cooking oil has large environmental effects if not treated and well disposed of. If the waste cooking oil being thrown away directly in the drain, it will block the drain system, especially in the commercial kitchen where food is being prepared in a large amount. The discharge of the waste cooking oil into the water system will change the oxygenation process and destroy the aquatic life. So, we have come up with three objectives for the research. The first one is to utilize waste cooking oil by producing decorative centerpiece for restaurant Kristal. The second one, to minimize the problem of drain blockages and pollution incidents relating to fats, oils, and greases. And the last one is to determine level acceptance of decorative centerpiece made from waste cooking oil. Okay, next we move to literature review. The first one is management of waste cooking oil. Management of waste cooking oil has recently become a serious challenge in both developed and developing nations. The second one is problem arise from waste cooking oil. When they are discarded off down kitchen sinks or drains, they cause blockages. Meanwhile, they cause pollution in streams and rivers when they enter the rainwater pipes. Next, importance of restaurant decorations. Decorations aren't just simple tools for adorning the restaurants, but are really instruments for having an impact to the customer. The properly chosen restaurant decor can help attract more customers. Some of us might think food and beverage is the main or the important point in a restaurant, but we don't realize that decorations, especially the centerpiece, also play an important role to attract more customers when they become comfortable with the ambience. Okay. Next, we move to study design. We can see here that the survey was distributed to 30 staffs and students from Diploma Food Service Halal Practice, which they were selected as respondents. The data were collected, evaluated, analyzed in the form of table. Likert scale was used to measure the findings, and the waste cooking oils were collected from commercial kitchen restaurant Kristal. Okay, so you can see here, these are types of questions that had been asked to the respondents. The first one, level of knowledge regarding the effects by pouring waste cooking oil into the drain. The second one is good idea in managing waste cooking oil. The third one is has an attractive look and design. Next is suitable idea as decor. And the last one, potential to be in the market. So let us move to the finding. Okay, for the good idea in managing waste cooking oil, it scored 4.75. This is compared to other options to manage the waste cooking oil, such as producing biodiesel, which required a person to have a great knowledge in chemistry, and the process need to be done in the lab. Next, 4.85 has an attractive look and design that meets the characteristic for good centerpiece. The general rule for centerpiece height is that it should not be so tall then your guests cannot see each other across the table and carry on their conversation. So meaning to say that the centerpiece must be below the eye level. So with our innovations of decorative centerpiece, we have make it below the eye level so the customer or the guest can have a good conversation with each other. Okay, next score. The next score is 4.69, which is suitable idea as decor. Respondent thought that only flowers can be a centerpiece. Okay, but with our innovations, now they see that for waste cooking oil can turn to something benefits. Okay, next we move to potential to be in the market. 100% of respondents strongly agree there will be a high demand if the product being commercialized in current market, as centerpiece nowadays become popular, and most of the restaurants have realized that they must have a centerpiece in order for them to attract more customer and of course to gain profits. Okay, next is level of knowledge of the effects by pouring waste cooking oil into the drain. 50% are not sure, 40% said yes, and another 10% said no. Maybe this is because lack of attempt and campaigns to raise awareness about the management of waste cooking oil. So I think we should have more campaigns, more exposure to the consumer on how they want to manage the waste cooking oil. Okay, so we can see here that the total overall mean value is 4.75. So, as the overall mean value is high, we can conclude that managing waste cooking oil by producing decorative centerpiece for restaurant Kristal is highly accepted by the respondent. Okay, everyone can fully utilize their waste cooking oil by transform them into something beneficial. Further research should be done to make it more attractive. Maybe they can add on various kinds of designs and add on more colors and make a better change for the environment and aquatic system. Okay, so now we can say that it is proved by managing waste cooking oil from produce decorative centerpiece has a huge potential to be marketed. Okay, often we heard most of waste cooking oil will be managed by producing biodiesel, like I mentioned just now, which not all people have the ability to do the process that involves that knowledge in chemical. As the method to produce decorative centerpiece similar to candle making, everyone can fully utilize their waste cooking oil by transform them to something beneficial. Previously, students have to buy various kinds of items to make it a centerpiece for their commercial food service operation tasks. This involves a lot of cost. So, with these innovations, some simple tools and materials, students can produce their own centerpiece with minimum cost as it is suitable for the decorations and it is attractive. Okay, so we can see here, this is an example of the decoration centerpiece that has been made by the students. You can see the first one, table setup for two. We have the green and blue color. The second one, table setup for buffet. We have the red color, so we can see that it suits for many size or different size table sizes and different kinds of service. And the last one is also suitable for buffet line setup. So you can see it add more colors and make more food, makes the foods more attractive, and it also combine well with the foods. By utilizing the waste cooking oil to the max, it can make a better change for environment, aquatic systems, and minimize the problem of drain blockage. Okay, I think that's all for my presentations. Thank you very much for listening and have a nice day. Assalamualaikum and bye.